Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of
The English Couple of Nuts.
The Couple of Farming, Lambing Nutcases with chops.
Yeah, that wasn't so smooth, was it?
No, lamb chops. Well, welcome back to the channel that leaves you abandoned in the lurch for many, many times, and then suddenly out of the blue, up pops a video.
Ta-da! Here we are.
Here we are. We are, where are we, Julia?
We're on a farm.
We're on a farm.
In Devon.
In deepest, darkest Devon, North Devon, in fact.
Brightest, lightest Devon, actually.
Brightest, lightest Devon. In North Devon, near Barnstable. Out in the sticks, as you can probably, well, gather. And we are staying in a beautiful cabin on Westland Farm, which is in Frankenstein. What is it called?
It's near Barnstable.
Kentishire.
Oh, Kentisbury. Kentisbury.
Kentisbury.
Kentisbury.
Kentisbury, near. Anyway, it's a beautiful farm. We're lambing at the moment.
Well, not us specifically.
I had a burp then. The what do you call the buzzards up there?
Oh, the red kites.
The red kites are circling. The vultures are getting ready to gobble us up. Anyway, yes, we've actually been in the thing,
barn.
In the barn, and we've been dealing with these very cute. We'll put some pictures
midwife
in.
Thing.
Some cute little lambs. Bah, bah. And Julia's been feeding them. She got her bottle out. Bottle. Got a bottle and was feeding them, of course. And I did a bit as well.
You did.
And they're very cute. And we were trying to smuggle them away, but actually we've got nowhere to put them, have we?
No.
So that's what we've been. Yet. Although I'm sure we could find somewhere if we're desperate.
That one over there.
We've also been to a farmer's market.
Yes.
Not the kind of farmer's market you think that you know is like farmers and bits of artisan bread and the tomato here and perhaps a man with an organ grinder, whatever. Don't get your organ near that. No, we went to where the farmers go to flog the sheep.
Well, not literally.
No, not that kind of flogging. They sell them, you know, at auction. Unfortunately,
we'd missed all of that.
We were a bit late. But when we got there, we did see them ushering the sheep through the sheep pens up into the big trucks, and you found out something about those big trucks that I didn't know either.
Yeah, I have always been curious about those big transporters with the sheep with the 3 layers and things. But you know, how do you get them up there and stuff? And you kind of knew. I said it just before we saw it, didn't we? And
there's a ladder at the side, obviously, and each one climbed up like this, going, "Oh,
no,
here's a ticket."
It's a fireman's pole. They shimmy up like that.
Oh yes. No, it's a bit more simplistic than that.
Hydraulic ramps.
And these were like 3
Obvious, really.
tiers, weren't they?
Yes.
I mean, obviously the sheep that had paid the best seats get the sort of the open top, you know, sightseeing tour. The lesser ones get the middle one, which is pretty good, and the cheap seats, the stalls, they were just hounded in, well, literally hounded by a dog.
Dog.
What was he called?
Jerry!
Jerry!
An incompetent dog, I think they would call it.
Yes.
Incompetent?
Yes, I thought he was doing a marvellous job,
Yeah.
chasing all these different breeds of sheep.
He's doing better than I would.
On this farm, there are mixed breeds, and there are Dorset breed. I nearly was going to call them Dorset whites.
But they are generally white.
Yes, they are generally white.
They're like a cloud.
Yes,
quite
fluffy.
Yeah.
Big heads,
Lovely big roundy heads.
big eyes, you know, Disney type eyes. Disney sheep they were.
Yes.
Very
Disney sheep. Oh, I was trying to think of a joke. Disney sheep.
Here, come back.
Broken.
And then the other type were just mules, which is, tell us what that means?
It's a general term for a mix between 2 other breeds.
2 other different types.
Which I can't remember right now. I did look it up.
No. So they've got more pointy heads.
Yes, slightly longer heads.
And slightly black, speckly sort of heads.
Slightly more lanky.
Yes. And it's funny because they look like little muppets, don't they? They're unlike the others, which are sort of round shaped. They're sort of flat topped and fat.
Yeah.
like cushions,
Ward.
like mobile cushions gliding along.
Mobile poofs.
And there's a couple where the mother has gone, I don't like the look of you, I don't want you. And they've abandoned them. And then once they've become abandoned, they try to adopt them to other sheep. And sometimes the other sheep will go, yeah, okay, I'll adopt them. But other times they go, nope.
Nope,
so,
not a chance.
So then they have to do what you were doing.
And bottle feed them.
And there is a very small one, very cute little thing.
I'm so in love.
So we were thinking of having...
With you, darling, with you.
We were thinking of having dairy cows. Sod that. We're now into the sheep. Although apparently the sheep fleece is worth nothing. And yet back in the 1950s, the fleece would have paid all the expenses on a farm in the old days. And now it's nothing. And we've had that from a couple of farmers of that era. And we did ask the farmers, we said, look, you're all old. They say, thank you very much, that's nice, isn't it?
I think we had a bit more decorum than that. But
And then I said, what happens when you go? Where's all the young uns? No, they're not doing nothing to do farming, they think it's stupid. They want to have a bit of profit. So, can you hear, by the way, the babbling brook?
babbling book. The brabbling book.
The babbling brook. The babbling brook. It's very lovely. It's very lovely. We've been blessed, haven't we, with the colour of the sky.
Oh yes.
Purple.
Very blubby. Blubby?
Bubbly. It's very blubby.
Blubby, blubby.
Sky blue pink with yellow dots on. This is a very lovely colour.
Yes, it's my favourite. Sky blue pink with yellow dots.
Are you squinting at the sun? It is quite
Yes.
bright today.
I could do this.
Oh.
Da-da-da.
Ta-da! Look at that. Now I can see her with my... Oh no, now you disappeared.
Oh yeah, I'm on your blind side
On my
now.
literal blind side. So we're having a lovely time. We're here for 3 days. But probably, I don't know when you're putting this up. Well, I've got to edit the pictures in, haven't we? So
Yes, we've got to wait till we get home.
we will be home when this goes up. But we have been here for 3 days. We've had a lovely time. Tomorrow had been great.
Yes, tomorrow had been awesome.
And also, the other thing is we found is a farm shop.
Oh yes.
And we love farm
Is it
shops.
Bessie's farm shop?
Yeah, something like
Something
that.
like
And
Bess Hall.
Bess Hall.
That's it.
And there was a lovely chap called Steve who said the furthest he's been away was Bideford, which is about 10 miles away from where we are.
Lived there for a short time.
And he went, oh, it's too busy, it's too
Came
busy.
home.
Get me back down into my little home. And really, it's all fields around here. Whereas, and rush hour this morning when we woke up at about 6 or 7,
Was
rush
3
hour.
vehicles.
Yeah, 3 vehicles trundling along in the far distance, and we were going, oh God,
Oh my gosh.
the
so you-
stress of it all. So, but it's funny because we were talking to some farmers, and we were saying we'd like to get into farmers, and they're going, oh yeah, what kind of acreage do you want then? And we were saying, well, you know, small acres, about 10 acres, something like that. And they were going, well, you won't be able to compete with us. I've got like, you know, 120,000 acres. So, well, we're not trying to compete with you, you fool. It's just you'll be dropping down dead and we'll still be alive. Well, you will.
Yeah, and you.
Oh, yes, I will.
Better
Thank
be.
you. Yes, I'm planning on being.
Yes.
On the farm, if you're interested, there is
Glamping.
glamping. So you can go glamping and camping. You can go in these wonderful cabins. This one's made from shipping containers. So unfortunately there's still boxes from China full of all sorts of nonsense.
It actually has a sauna. I don't know if you can see the glass fronted bit at the side. That's a sauna.
That's a sauna.
And then there's the hot tub in front of that, and a separate bathroom as well. It's lovely. Highly recommend.
That away is another one with a sauna.
No hot tub. No
With a
sauna
hot
one.
tub. Sorry, with a hot tub. And then beyond that there is a shepherd's hut.
This one in the middle though, it's got a living roof, so it's got greenery up there. Living
Greenery.
roof.
Living greenery. Whereas the others have just got blackery. Dead blackery. The shepherd's hut comes with a shepherd sitting there going, where's my bloody Bessie the dog gone then? What are you doing in my... Get out of my hut.
Jerry!
Jerry! So we've had a lovely time, and immediately in front of us, and you can't see it, but we'll put a picture in of it, is a tumble down, well, barn.
But it's built out of the rubble that the house behind it was made out of, the original farmhouse.
Yeah.
So.
And they said it's too far gone now to actually put a roof on it because it's kind of doing this, which is a shame. And I was looking at it thinking, nice tiny home.
Yeah.
You could get a cross beam with those big discs to hold it all together in.
Yeah.
And but it would make a lovely house. But
you could extend it sympathetically.
Sympathetically, with caravans.
Or with a container, a shipping container.
With a shipping container. No, they've done a very good job. You don't feel like you're in a shipping container.
No.
I mean, obviously you feel the water in the ocean when you're going down the stream, down the babbling brook.
It's surprisingly insulated, surprisingly well insulated.
Yeah.
Once you've heated it up all in there, or once the sun's on it.
And there's a wood-burning stove in there. And it doesn't take a lot of logs, and the heat was retained, wasn't it?
Oh yes.
All night long.
All night long.
Because the wood-burning stove was actually underneath the bed.
Sorry, what?
No, it wasn't underneath the bed at all. That would be stupid. Oh, I've got a warm body in the middle of the night. Anyway.
Yes. Hot topic.
Then the other thing that's nice about this is, I mean, it's from our point of view, that it's dark at night, no street lights, none of that. You can hear the occasional kestrel, pheasant. And then also, there's no buildings other than the farm building up there, and you know the shepherd's huts and all that. Shepherd
falling down thing there.
The neighbour has got like 300 sheep, and he's constantly driving them across the field and driving them back. These guys, they kind of have a holistic approach to lambing. This chap, ever so nice bloke apparently, we have not met him, we've got nothing against him, but he just lets nature do its thing, and then
bless you!
In the morning he comes out and he just picks up the dead, whereas these guys, they try to stop the dead happening.
I love the way you put things.
Well, the lamb's in problems, they try to keep it alive, whereas
try to give it a chance.
They've got too many sheep. They've got like 300 sheep. They'll never get round them. These guys have got, how many have they got? 180.
Yeah.
But they're not all. There's quite a lot in there. But some of them have had lambs.
But they're able to personally. Help them. Okay, it is busy and it's a push at times, but they are personally helping them. Whereas, again, like you say, nothing against the fellow, but that is just totally not the way. Where he just leaves them to do it in the field. I believe in nature being nature
doing its thing.
But
as our hosts have said, if they scaled it down, they could actually get the same quality out of it at the end.
Better quality
without the death count. It doesn't help that they come out in the morning with a submachine gun, of course, and go, right, you lot. But the other interesting thing about what we've noticed about farming is, of course, there's a cost to every animal, and it's like there comes a point where we'll look after this animal, but if it's a no-goer, it's better off dead than costing us a fortune, like a bag of whatever, and that's the reality. That's difficult to say. It's a shame. Well, it is a shame, but it's a reality that you can't
save everyone.
And as Andy, the main farmer, said, you can spend ages and ages and ages. You save. Oh no, it was somebody in the pub, wasn't it?
Oh yes. Right.
And he said you can save this little lamb. You can save. You spend all this energy and you save this lamb. Only it might actually have a hole in its heart and die 6 months later anyway.
When you've really invested in it.
Yeah, you've invested so much, and it just goes, see ya. But anyway, we're having a lovely time, and we miss you, and we wish you were with us.
Yeah.
Don't push all at once. And you can't squeeze through your whatever device that you use to see it. You have to go the long way around.
The long way around.
Do you think we've sufficiently...
Have we bored you enough yet?
...quelled them until the next episode?
Yes.
Which will be in 15 years and 13 months' time.
I just scratched my bump.
Oh yeah, she bumped her head getting in the van.
There was a magnet where it's not usually. Smack.
We use magnets with holes in to hang clothes on, and it was in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Anyway, we better go up and see if that we're needed to pull more lambs out of bottoms.
Definitely doesn't come out the bottom.
Doesn't come out the bottom, that's where I've been going wrong. That's why my hands stink. Anyway, until next time, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will now tune out.
On your marks,
Get set, go!